How is everybody's dough looking this afternoon?
Looks dope.
Looks dope. Dough and dope. Let's see.
All right, I think we got everybody back, huh?
Should we do one more spin and stretch?
Yeah, I'm doing one more stretch right now. I'm stretching forward right now.
No Mikey, but I don't know if Mikey's coming. Yeah, not.
Yeah,
That's fine.
we'll check it out. So yeah, how is it looking? Did anybody notice anything about their dough? Nobody?
Dolores, did you make some dough?
I did.
Hey, cool.
We can't see it. You got to lift it up more.
Nice.
There you go. Nice. Looks good. Looks a little drier than what
It does
you
look
had.
like a little more dry or something. Well, so I'll show you what mine looks like.
Nice.
So Jenny's videotaping here, so you can see what that looks like. It's a little bit wobbly if I shake it. I'm going to do a turn here, and you can see like it's so much more smooth and strong. I can just pick it up like that. Remember before I would pick it up like that and it would rip? Now it's got a lot more strength in it, and that's just that just happens over the course of those few hours and those few turns we did. So I hope that everybody's seeing kind of a similar texture on theirs, where it's like a lot smoother than it was when we started. When we started, it was all chunky and stuff. So there we go.
As we're flipping it, it loses some of the smoothness because it's like getting stuck to us and stuff.
Yeah, like each time you turn it, it gets loses a little smoother. But then you'll notice a half an hour later, it's right back to
It's right back to the
It's more smooth. Yeah. Cool.
David, can you tell us again what the breakdown of the different flour types you use for this particular dough?
Yeah, so I used 70% all-purpose, and I used 30% bread flour. But I think most people in here just use 100% all-purpose flour.
Besides the flavoring, does it do anything different to the texture?
The different types of flour?
Yes.
Yeah. So the bread flour has that higher gluten content, and that is going to make it give it a stronger structure, and so that will allow it to rise higher.
That might be what's going on for our dough. It doesn't have the same stretchiness that yours have.
Yeah, that's definitely true. So that is a good point. I do have 30% of bread flour in here, which probably nobody else does. So
I actually used all bread flour.
okay, cool.
So we'll see how that comes out.
You're a little bit behind us on time. When did you start yours?
Oh, it only took me like a half an hour after, so I'm only one behind you.
Behind. Cool.
Yeah. But I think it came out pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That already looks smooth and strong.
Yeah.
All right. So now I got my pan here, 9x13.
Everybody got a pan available?
And I'm just going to take some olive oil. I'm not even measuring. I'm just going to put it in there because the whole point is just to kind of get this all over the bottoms and the sides. So
this oil is actually not 100%, is not EVOO, extra virgin
not
olive
extra virgin,
oil.
yeah.
It's just olive oil, but
Yeah.
whatever you have is fine.
yeah, totally. Yeah, I think most people will be using extra virgin olive oil, and that's fine. Yeah, one thing to consider with the different types of oil is that extra virgin olive oil is a thinner oil, and it will burn at a lower temperature than regular olive oil will, but either of them is going to be fine for you today.
But if you're looking at making this in the future when we can go to the supermarkets easily.
It is something to consider, yeah. But you might, I don't know, we use extra virgin olive oil for like everything, even when we're roasting stuff in the oven. I've never actually had a problem really with it.
Yeah.
I might just have a little different smoking point or something. Cool, so I'm getting this all over the bottoms, all over the sides, really working it in there. And then I'm just gonna take this guy, take my dough, and I'm gonna put it in. Try to get it all out of there. It's gonna stick to the sides a little bit. There we go. And then I'm just gonna take it and kind of grab it and move it around to try to get to the corners. Now it's not gonna, especially since it's sitting on a bed of olive oil, it's not really gonna work right now. I'll touch my fingers a little bit, and that's fine. That's why we're gonna do this several times throughout the day, just to see if we can get it to spread out on here. And since we just turned it, it's gonna have, it's gonna want to spring back. So basically you have to just push it out a little bit, let it sit, it'll relax.
Your pushing it out, not pushing it down. You don't want to be like pressing on it to try to get it to places. You're just stretching it, not punching it down.
Right, exactly. Yeah, totally. So try to get out there. It'll spring back, and then over the course of half an hour, it'll relax again, and then you just try it again. So this might take you 4 times or so to get it to kind of fill this pan. That's what I'm anticipating. So if you get it to fill the pan in 3 times, hey, that's cool for you. You don't need to keep going. If it takes 5, whatever, that's fine too. So we're gonna let it continue. We're just gonna continue this basically for another 2 hours. So every half hour, same idea, pushing it to the sides. Right now we're in what's called the bulk fermentation phase. So you'll notice that it's not really rising at this point, and that's fine. It's this is the point where like the yeast is getting in there, the sourdough is getting there, and kind of eating away at a lot of the carbohydrates, and it's developing a lot of flavor and all that stuff, and strength. And so that's what we're aiming for right now. Who's got some questions?
Yeah. Well, how's it going out there for everybody? Are you done? You got it in a pan? Oh, you're muted, Alice. I see you talking, but I can't hear you. Oh, there you go, Amaris.
Amaris got it in a pan,
Pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I'm amazed just like a few repeated stretches and it's willing to stay close to the corners.
Yeah. So that's it. So with this stuff, there you go.
Nice. Whoops.
Yeah.
Looks good, Eric.
It's a cool pan. Yeah, you'll see with sourdough, it's like, especially with this stuff, you don't really do a lot. Like the sourdough does all the work. You just kind of guide it. Every once in a while, you got to be there to just be like, get over there in the corner, or fold it a little bit, which is nice. It doesn't take a lot of work to do this. That's it. Cool. What's
So we set
everybody?
half-hour alarms and then we stretch to corners. And
Yeah.
once it's willing to stay in the corners, we don't touch it.
Yeah, basically.
If you have toppings that you're going to prepare, I know, Eric, you're planning on caramelizing some onions.
Yeah.
You want to prep all of that around
I'm gonna say,
4:15.
4:15. Yeah. So what's everybody using for toppings?
Homemade sun-dried tomatoes
Ooh,
from the garden.
nice. What about Amaris and Alice? What are you guys using?
I have grape tomatoes and there was no fresh rosemary at the grocery store, so I got a thing of rosemary.
Cool.
I have some Kalamata olives I might use.
Yeah.
I don't have much.
Yeah, that's fine.
How do we feel about thyme instead of rosemary?
We all need more time. Yeah, I don't know. It probably would taste good to me. I think that would taste good.
I'm trying to think of like what time tastes like.
Yeah.
I know, it's like,
You could do it on half so that if you
Yeah.
don't like it,
I'll do that.
Yeah, totally.
I highly recommend the caramelized onions as well if folks have onions. Just putting onions in a saute pan with some oil and just like sauteing them for whatever, 20 minutes or something.
Yeah,
They
until they turn nice and
caramelize.
brown. Yeah.
I might put chopped garlic on mine too.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think that'd be good.
Minced garlic.
Yeah. We did last
Really,
time.
do you have long, thin slices or like how do you, what is the shape of your caramelized onion?
Yeah. What are you thinking, Eric? What are you gonna
I'm
use?
thinking as thin as I can make them.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You're not chopping them. You want like it's like a long, thin.
Yeah, if you cut off the 2 sides.
Yeah.
And then half it,
Yeah.
and then just slice it really thin like a tomato.
Yep. Okay. Just
Yeah.
getting my imagery.
Yeah.
That's what we did last time, and it came out really good like that. So this time, I think we're gonna try tomatoes and olives and rosemary.
Nice.
Be good.
I also have some artichoke hearts I'm going to chop up and put in.
Yeah, I think that would be good.
Dolores has a real mission here.
She's Italian. What do you want from her?
So jealous.
Cool. Well, I don't know. I think that's it for now. Has anybody got more questions or just stuff you want to talk about? What's on your mind?
Hey, is the sun out yet up there?
It's breaking out.
A little
Yeah,
bit,
it's coming and going.
All right.
But it's colder than it looks, as someone
Yeah.
who just ran to the post office.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
All right. I'll let you guys all go and wash your hands and stuff. I'll see you at, what did you say,
4:30.
4:30? Yeah.
So
Okay.
4:30, we'll prep it to put it in the oven.
Yeah.
Do they
Awesome.
preheat their ovens ahead of that?
Yeah. I preheat the oven to 450. I put that in the email too. But
Do you want it? Do you put it in the center of the oven, bottom?
I'm gonna just put it in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, middle.
Great.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank
Thank you, bye.
Bye.